What's up, everybody? How you doing? We're back with another one, and today we are checking out the Gen X, the one-sided beef with Gen Z, or Gen Z in here in the UK. Now I didn't even know there was a beef between Gen X and Gen Z. I had no idea there was even a beef. But apparently there is, and I want to check this out. I haven't seen this video yet, so it's about 19 minutes and 16 seconds long, so it might be a long reaction. If I decide to actually react to the whole thing, I don't know if I will, but we'll see how it goes. And we're going to dive into this and see what's going on. Do check out Funky Frog Bait. Interesting channel name, but yeah, do like, share, subscribe to their channel. Go support them, the original content creators. That's what it's all about. But let's check this out and let's see what she's talking about. Let's go.
War is on the horizon. Gen X is rising from their daily mid-afternoon nap to do something. Sources are unclear on what exactly that something is. They've donned their virtual war paint and are gathering around what seems to be their leader, EMINEM, to protect him from the cancellation that—
What a shock. Oh no. Had to be EMINEM. EMINEM. Why did everyone would like to use EMINEM as a scapegoat for fucking literally everything? Every time that they think there's something wrong, fucked up with the world, they blame EMINEM. Every single fucking time. Okay, let's go. And just as I say, just what a way to start the video with this intense music background, like the opening to X-Men or the Avengers. What's going on?
We are apparently orchestrating, which, not cool, guys. I didn't even know we were doing that. Could you at least add me to the email chain or something? The battle will—
There's an email chain?
Be bloody. We will have to leave our safe spaces behind. We've poked the hose-drinking, cursive writing, stick-shift-driving bear. And now—
Hosepipe drinking, stick shift bear. Okay.
It's on the move. As I pointed out—
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? No, I'm going to bring that back. I would not want to wake up to that in the morning, I can tell you that.
As I pointed out in my video on Millennial Core TikTok, generational feuds are usually based on massive generalizations that are only relevant to certain demographics. As entertaining as they can be, they really only serve to blame society's problems on an arbitrary category of people instead of specific culprits, introducing yet another fracture to class solidarity and distracting us from the real issues. With that being said, though, what is going on with Gen X?
Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run. Or face everything and rise.
What the fuck did that mean? What?
Hey, guess what?
Awesome way to soft launch your fursona, Lydia. The leopard is a great choice. It's a creature that really resonates with your inner strength and fierce feminine energy. Real
Shots fired, literally. What the fuck?
quick, before we get into this, I just wanted to
say she's got some great commentary and in terms of this video and the way she's putting it across. I like
say
it.
to all
I love the dialogue. I love it.
Lovely Gen X viewers out there that this video isn't about you. We are DILF and MILF enthusiasts here on the channel, and I am sure most of you have much better things to do than engage in this kind of behavior.
What's that say? Gen X activated. We kept quiet and stayed out of everyone's drama until you decided to wake us up by calling us out anyway. Okay.
Here. I'm talking about a very specific brand of Gen X that has suddenly started posting stuff like this.
Did I hurt your feelings? Do you think I give a fuck?
Now, I'm not really sure what Gen X is rising to do, but these aging Avengers are assembling, and they have a full arsenal of
Just what in the fucking Wolverine was going on there?
TikTok filters at their command. But before we continue, I'd like to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Bellesa. Right now, Bellesa and I are doing a huge giveaway that
Oh, I don't care.
variety of sexual wellness tips. I really love the inclusive and community-oriented language that Bellesa uses for all of its promotions. I also love that their products come in these compact, colorful cases, which is so convenient and it's reared its graying head every few months when somebody who looks like me says something they don't like.
Can we just like start a Gen X hate train, please? I think it's only fair.
Yeah, why not? Gen Z want to start a Gen X hate train. Part 2. Part 2. Well, there was a part 1 version of this? Okay. Whatever. Hate train. The results. What are you talking about? Oh, they're like, so it's basically like the new generation hates the old generation. But what you got to remember is, if it wasn't for the old generation, your generation wouldn't exist. So I'm just calling it out.
Call out to Gen X. I need your help, guys. Something's going down. Can't talk about it, and we can't talk about it afterwards. But some people are going to get hurt.
Yeah, violence is cool. Okay, violence is cool. It's very well condoned.
What the f? For example, if you say you're not a fan of Eminem's new album.
Gen Z me, bruh.
See, I was under the impression that Eminem was putting out new music because it'd been a while since his last album dropped and he was trying to capitalize on nostalgia before he got too old. But apparently, it was Gen X who woke him from his slumber to punish us for our youthful folly, like a
I gotta say, the Eminem's new album, Death and Slim Shady. Yeah, it's not exactly Slim Shady LP, it's called Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP. It wasn't anything like that. But, I mean, it's a great album, you know, I like the fact that it's a concept album. You know, and I think Eminem put it together really well and stuff like that, but I'm not as, say, a big fan of that album as I was, say, like the Eminem Show, the Marshall Mathers LP. Do you know what I mean? The Slim Shady LP. But yeah, okay.
woke him from his slumber to punish us for our youthful folly, like
what's that say? Gen X woke up Eminem. So anyway, he started blasting. Sorry.
Like a wrathful mummy, wrapped in musty rags while rapping about how we're gonna cancel him because we're too sensitive and can't handle him because he's cool and we're not, burning us like an awfully hot coffee pot. In Eminem's new album,
Lil Wendex. That's what I remind me of. She's been some bars. I like that when she went into that flow.
While rapping about how we're gonna cancel him because we're too sensitive and can't handle him because he's cool and we're not.
Guess we cancel him, we handle him. Okay.
Burning us like an awfully hot coffee pot. In Eminem's new album, The Death of Slim Shady, the aforementioned Slim Shady tries to get Eminem canceled by saying offensive nonsense like blind people, deaf people suck, so do dumb quadriplegic.
They do. Yeah. I agree. Deaf people and blind people, yeah, they do suck.
Riveting stuff. As Eminem fights back, Slim Shady asks him if he's going to Gen Z me brah.
Gen Z me, bruh.
How's it going with the chairman?
Big news, he's confirmed that profits are up again.
You know, Nation.
Fuck off, you stupid fucking advert. I will be editing those adverts out.
Trying to make fun of Gen Z for being too sensitive, a lot of his older fans seem to think that he totally owned us vape-puffing, pronoun-having snowflakes. I guess they saw a couple tweets from people with flags in their bios because they all
what is going on with the pronouns? Why is there so many pronouns? Why? There shouldn't be. There's only 2 pronouns. Male, him or her. That's it. Yeah, I said it. And what?
also convinced themselves that Gen Z is trying to cancel Eminem over the song, which is giving me a serious case of deja vu. Didn't we?
It's a Gen X and millennials finding out that Eminem is back, and Gen Z is already trying to cancel him like it hasn't been tried before. Yeah, like it hasn't been tried before. I mean, back in early 2000s, when the US government tried to cancel Eminem before the cancel culture was even a thing. So all these like idiots on the internet trying to say cancel Eminem. This sort of thing is not new to Eminem. This sort of thing is not new. I mean, you got the higher ups, the higher elites, like in the government, who tried to cancel Eminem. And Eminem's career is still going on, even 25 years later, 26 years later, and here we are, the death of Slim Shady. The album. Or would there be another one? Who knows? But let's go.
Already go through this like 2 years ago?
Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem? Honey, that's cute. Listen, little kitties, let me make this quite clear. This man was around even before you were here.
Now listen up, Gen Z, because I've had enough of it. This whole cancel culture. Damn, y'all are so sensitive.
Y'all look like you know
They got bars.
far too many casserole recipes to be rapping like that. There are definitely some people who happen to be born between the late 90s and early 2000s who are offended by Eminem, but most of the critique I've seen online is that
I really can't stand fucking TikTok. I really cannot stand TikTok. That's why I deleted TikTok, because I just think it's just... I hate it. I just hate the platform. It's a terrible platform, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If you think differently to me, that's okay. That's fine. We'll discuss it in the comments down below. But yeah.
album just comes across a little cringy.
Gen Z trying to cancel me. Pronouns Michael Jackson.
The whole alter ego who says naughty
was
things that I wouldn't say bit, I guess, just doesn't hit like it used to. The idea that Gen Z at large can't handle Eminem because he's too edgy is laughable, considering the far more divisive celebrities more relevant to young people that make Slim Shady shenanigans look tame by comparison. We're not trying to cancel him, we just think he's embarrassing. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, I just had to get it out of my system. I have plenty of Eminem songs on my playlist.
I like her dialogue. She's got some cool dialogue. I like it.
In my opinion, this new release isn't his best work, but as the unofficial resident spokesperson for Gen Z, I can tell you.
Oh, she's saying that Eminem's music wasn't his best work. She didn't say it was terrible. She weren't dissing it, saying it's not as his best work. Yeah, I can agree with that. I agree with that.
You with confidence that the only Eminem I'm after is that weirdly hot brown one they introduced in 2012, irrevocably diverting my sexuality during the peak of puberty. The Gen Xers mobilized about a month or so ago when somebody with ridiculous hair, outrageous piercings, and oversized glasses posted this.
I think we can all agree that if we're generalizing, Gen X is the worst generation because they're like boomers, basically, but then they have like all of the annoying traits of millennials, like avocado toast and I can't adult today. So they're the worst.
For a generation that likes to complain,
Gen Z is the worst. I'm just saying. But whatever.
That people are too sensitive these days. They sure got real upset. They nicknamed her Strawberry Shortcake for some reason. It started posting Fight Club clips at her.
If you could be either God's worst enemy or nothing, which would you choose?
What does this mean? What does this have to do with anything? Quit speaking in riddles, old man!
Sorry, this video has the frame rate of the arrival of a train, but they still haven't figured out how stitches work yet. We will school you little shits. You ain't ready. For what? What are you going to do? Ask to speak to a manager? We can write in cursive and drive stick shifts. I have no idea what this says. I think Gen Xers tend to view the gap in life experiences between themselves and Gen Z as much wider than it actually is. We still drink from the water hose. I drank from the water hose as a kid. Then I learned that lead and toxic chemicals can leach into the water from the hose. So I thought it'd be a good idea to stop doing that.
Baby girl with the pink hair, I don't know what you were doing. Nothing that's going on right now.
Who the hell's the girl with the pink hair? Who is that? Who? The girl with the pink hair.
So I thought it'd be a good idea to stop doing that.
Baby girl with the pink hair, I don't know what you were doing. Nothing that's going on right now scares us. Your little videos don't scare us. We used to watch the Gremlins when we were 5.
That's really great. Gremlins is a very scary movie, and I'm sure you were a very brave 5-year-old. The thing is, kids today are showing each other decapitation videos on Reddit during recess. Things have changed a little bit since the 80s. Gotta hand it to them. They had a lot of fun with this, like this woman cosplaying as someone actually allowed to express themselves while making vague threats. It's honestly wholesome to watch them try to figure out social media, like a primordial fish struggling to drag itself onto a prehistoric shore. I cannot find the pink-haired person's account or the original post, so I'm assuming she deleted it, but that didn't stop Gen X from finding another random girl with completely different hair and piercings and face.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. If you can't find the original person, just throw shit at someone else. That's always fun.
They were convinced that it was their arch nemesis strawberry shortcake in disguise. Guys, these are nursing home activities. Let's wrap it up. But where are the millennials in all of this, you ask? Well, they seem to have been split right down the middle, with some of them deciding to stay out of it, while others are aligning themselves with Gen X and actively feeding
Staying out of it? I didn't even know I was supposed to be a part of it. I didn't even know there was a beef. I didn't know.
their lead poisoning induced delusions.
Millennial here.
I could tell.
And as an elder, I'd love to give Gen Z a little tiny piece of advice. You can screw with boomers, they might not even find your video. But under no circumstances do you.
Fuck off.
With Gen X.
No, don't encourage them. Please don't encourage them.
But don't poke the bear, because if you do and you wake them up, millennials are gonna step back, part like the sea, let them walk right through us straight to you. We will not help. Because there will be no safe spaces. There will be no political correctness. It will be an everything goes, all out, fight to the death, and they will win.
Oh no!
What the fuck? Do you mean a fight to the death? I didn't even know it was that serious. Holy shit.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna comment, "Nice haircut, liberal," underneath my video? Are they gonna start going around punching high schoolers in the face? Like, what is this? What is this rise even about?
For those Gen Zers out there that don't understand the Gen X rise, let me explain it.
Oh, thank God. Finally, someone to explain all this.
I am the oldest millennial. I was born in '82, but I had an older brother, so I was raised as a Gen X kid. And let me tell you a little bit about how we were raised.
You should be afraid of Gen X. They beat us up on the regular and were unbothered.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be one of those meandering monologues where you just talk about how everything used to be better when you were a kid without making any kind of meaningful point, is it?
The Gen X folks are the toughest people that currently exist in our world today. We climbed water towers. We hopped fences we shouldn't have. We committed crimes. And nobody knew.
Oh, trust me, kids are still committing crimes. They're just,
yeah. Oh, this is like so comical and very stupid at the same time. It's just, oh my God.
Water towers. We hopped fences we shouldn't have. We committed crimes. And
we hopped fences we shouldn't have. No, we hopped fences that we shouldn't be hopping. That's what you meant to say. Not hop fences that we shouldn't have. That made zero sense. Yeah, 3 points for the airtype logic there.
And nobody knew.
Oh, trust me, kids are still committing crimes. They're just streaming them on Kick now. Isn't that cute?
Nobody gave a flying flip where we were or what we were doing.
I've never given a flying flip either. Because I can't do flying flips.
We had to be home when the streetlights came on. And, you know, our parents just kind of expected that we would show up. And whatever happened in between, as long as we came home alive, good to go.
Your parents' generation was so grossly negligent, their TVs had to remind them that they had children to take care of.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Do you know where your children are?
I told you last night, no!
Bad parenting is not something to celebrate. Any good traits you develop as a person are despite your abuse, not because of it. But here's the thing, if your parents did do a good job and it was their hands-off approach to everything, except of course punishment, that made you the toughest, smartest, best generation ever, then what did you do wrong to make your kids so soft? Because guess what, Gen X? If you do a little math, you'll realize that most of Gen Z have Gen X parents. You're complaining about a generation that you raised. If they're spoiled, that means you spoiled them. If they lack life skills, that means you didn't teach them. You are publicly starting online beef with your...
I can agree with that. I totally agree. You know, but if both the kids are unwilling to want to learn, it's hard to teach somebody who doesn't want to learn something new. I'm just saying. I mean, she's making valid points. I mean, I agree. They agree.
You raised. If they're spoiled, that means you spoiled them. If they lack life skills, that means you didn't teach them. You are publicly starting online beef with your own children, proudly announcing your own failures.
And we don't believe a thing you say, because you're still in our shit. So if you mean this, get the out of our houses. Leave the furniture. Leave that goddamn phone you got in your hand, too, that's on our cell phone plan. We don't give a damn about y'all. Go no contact already. And this time, stay gone for more than 7 days.
This is a PSA for my sweet, beautiful ladies 35 years and older. I cannot take you seriously when I can see the bold glamour filter on the bottom left corner of your videos.
What is a bold glamour filter? Okay.
Can see the bold glamour filter on the bottom left corner of your videos. I'm sorry, you gotta let it go. But through all of the back in my day rants and ridiculous filters and...
Yeah, back in my day, we did this, we did that. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Follow for follows.
We've got thousands of us out here who can help each other reach that 10K goal.
Hashtag Gen X follow train. Let's all do it.
There seems to be something deeper happening. The actual source of the Gen X rise movement.
I just have to say that this hashtag shit doesn't mean fuck all. We're watching too many fucking screens. Get away from the fucking screen. Stop following people. Stop fucking... I really don't want to go off on a tangent. I really could, but I just don't want to.
Movement.
But because they're also so freaking chill and they mind their business, they haven't done anything yet. But they're starting to. They're rising up and saying, okay, it's time for the smartest generation, the toughest generation.
Can I just say, nobody's rising up. Nobody's doing anything. Right? They're just making stupid videos on fucking every social media platform that you can find. There's not going to be no uprise. There's not going to be like, oh, Germany invading France, the type of like an old Normandy invasion. You know, that's not going to happen. What are you talking about? Everybody rising up, like rising up to the challenges of rivals. Come on. It's bollocks. It is. It's literally fucking bollocks.
the most unbothered, the most resilient generation to get up and start saying something and doing something about this crap that we see going on right now.
I knew what my...
Well, I have to say, but what exactly are they doing? So, making videos on social media is really doing anything? It's doing fuck all because things are still the fucking same.
mission was years ago on this planet. I've just been waiting for everybody else to wake up. I've been ready. Let's go.
There's this repeating theme in these videos.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to war. Come on, everybody. Grab your gear. Let's go. Let's get on the front lines. What are you talking about?
That Gen X has kept their heads down, minded their own business while the world goes to shit. A building sense of anger at the state of society with the underlying conviction that it's all the younger generation's fault.
This message is for my Gen X brothers and sisters. Looks like it's time for us to clean up this show.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message.
Back off.
Clean this up. Enough of this corrupt government. Enough of whatever the hell millennials, Gen Z, and I don't know, whatever the crazy they got going on.
The oldest Gen Z can't even legally run for most political offices. Millennials are barely represented. You guys are talking about waking up, but you've been in charge for a while now. You guys are the CEOs, the cops, the politicians. Are you saying that you've been asleep at the wheel this whole time? It's you, the boomers, plus the silent generation that are running the country, you know.
Hey, I'm not a bloody boomer. You're a boomer. Stop calling me a fucking boomer. Boomer?
The parents that gave you such a wonderful childhood by not being a part of it. If you have a problem with what's going on in the government, why don't you bring it up with your daddy over Thanksgiving dinner instead of yelling at us? Maybe gently suggest some retirement options. You think the world kind of sucks right now. Great, glad you finally caught up. Now what? You've assembled. What's the plan? You do have a plan, right? Gen X moves in silence. You won't know until it's time to know. Gen X gonna do what Gen X gonna do. First rule about Gen X, don't talk, we don't plan, just do.
We don't
That's some mad type logic right there.
have organized lists of what we do. We just do. And that should scare a lot of people.
Okay, cool. You just want to complain. That's fine. Complaining is like one of my top 10 favorite things to do. Look, a generation is a...
Yeah, especially in the UK, here in the UK. Especially in the UK. We are a great nation of fucking complainers. That's what we do. We just, you know, everything could be fucking absolutely perfect. I guarantee you, we still find something to fucking moan about.
Very stupid thing to closely identify with, no matter how old you are. If the world is gonna get any better, it won't be because one generation decided to get on TikTok and start role-playing the charming coming-of-age films they grew up with. It will be through a very tedious, very unsexy, cross-generational effort with the shared value of protecting the life and dignity of all without any slow-motion action sequences or nostalgic background music. Gen X, I know you think your supervillain monologues about how your parents abused you and how you don't care about other people's feelings are super cool. But from an outside perspective, it just seems funny and a little sad, like an old blind dog chasing its tail and bumping into a wall. I don't have anything against you, and I promise most of Gen Z doesn't either. In fact, a lot of them idolize the music, movies, TV shows, and clothes that you grew up with, so there are so many opportunities for you to connect with them and bring about meaningful change. We just like poking fun at you for being old and a little out of touch sometimes, because that's what young people have been doing to old people since the dawn of time. If it makes you feel any better, the first generation beta child will be born next year, and we'll be old one day, and they'll be making fun of us.
My Gen Z coworker still hasn't figured out how to access our augmented reality meeting. I'm gonna bring my robot wife by inflating her.
Yeah, no, so that's the whole evolution of human life, you know. The young ones make fun of the old, And when they get old, they get made fun of too. So it just goes round in one big fucking circle.
Get ready with me for Skibbity Toilet.
Would you rather have a son with no riz?
I don't understand why my Zoomer dad can't accept my AI girlfriend.
Gen Z, it's our time to rise.
I don't want to make this a little longer video because it's already over 30 minutes. God damn it. But yeah, that was funny. Do check out Funky Frog Bait YouTube channel. Make sure you give the video a like. I'll link the original video to the description box below if you want to go and check it out for yourself without my pausing and rambling over the top of it. You can certainly go and do that.